Hi, welcome to my channel, Takuya Tarot. Today is October 18th, Friday, 2024. So here's the thing. Yesterday I made a video, right? It was like maybe 42, 56 minutes long. It wasn't that long of a video. Not one of my usual long videos, right? So I did the video and everything, and it was like this insane love reading. It was like insane, right? At the end of the reading, it turned out to be that the reading was about a divine match. It was like the two cards that came out were High Priestess and the Hierophant, right? They came out together. So I did the reading, blah, 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 right? And then when I went to go upload it, it said that the video file was like tampered with or something, right? So I went to check on my computer, and usually it'll tell you how large the file is, right? So I thought maybe it was just like, maybe I just didn't like upload it right or something, right? Maybe that's why YouTube couldn't read it. But apparently it's like there's a video, but there's like nothing on the video because it says 0 bytes, which means like it's, so I can't understand that. Like, I don't understand what happened. So I kind of just took that as like maybe it's a sign that like that particular reading, because there was like a lot of stuff in that reading that was like whoa, right? So I kind of took that as a sign that like maybe that reading is not meant to be shared. All right, so I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then it is what it is, right? So here's the thing, right? So then whatever, I went about my day, blah, 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 and then I had a dream last night, right? And it was very interesting because in this dream I had like, I don't know, there's like this party or something. There's two parties actually in the dream. The one party was like, everybody was like drunk and drinking and like acting reckless. It reminded me of like the Maynard party in True Blood. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about, right? So it reminded me of that. And I was just kind of like, why am I here? So I decided to leave that party, but I left something in the party, so I went to go back to get it, and I was looking around, and it looked like everybody was like doing cult initiations in the party. I was like, okay. So then I left, and then but I noticed that there was like this one girl always following me around, right? And I went to like the second party, whatever. That part doesn't really matter. But what's interesting is what I'm about to tell you. And in the second, I guess it would be the third part of the dream now, because the first part was like the weird party, then I left. Then the second dream was like the other party. It was like a more regular, I don't know, like a college party. It felt like it was just like a regular party. Like it just felt like a normal party, right? And the entire dream, I noticed this one particular person that I know in real life who was like following me, and I was like, And I got the feeling that the first party, she was a big part of the first party. In the dream, she was a big part of the first party, and everybody. There's this one part in the dream where all the guests, they were in this one room, and they were all lined up, like they were all in a line, and somebody was in front of the line handing them a cup, and everybody who took the cup, they would drink the cup. And everything in my spirit told me, don't go in that room, don't drink the cup, like that's not for you. And I was like, okay. But I noticed that this one girl was like following me around. So fast forward that part, fast forward the second party, fast forward to the third part of the dream where I was like in my room, but it wasn't my room. And then I noticed, I got the feeling that that one girl was like trying to put something on me, right? Or like attach something to me, like a ghost or a spirit or whatever it was, right? Overall, I will say that it was just like very silly. The dream was very, very silly because, so in the third part of the dream, I'm like in my room. Like it wasn't my room, but it was my room, right? And I'm noticing things are like moving around and falling and shit like that. And I'm like, that's odd, right? Because that doesn't normally happen. That doesn't normally happen. And I'm noticing these things in the dream falling around and just moving and things like that, and I'm noticing and I'm looking and I'm watching these things happen, right? And I'm starting to get really irritated. Like I'm getting annoyed. Like I'm getting really annoyed. and it got, whatever this thing was, it got to like the curtains, and I could see the curtains move and do whatever. And then I guess it started to tie the curtains up, and then I don't know why, but that like really irritated me. So whatever it was, I was like, no, stop it right now, no. And it just stopped, and like it left. So, and it was just so funny because the way it stopped, it kind of gave like, okay, I'll stop. It was kind of like that. I couldn't see what it was, but I just knew that there was something there. And it was just really irritating me because it's just like, you're just annoying me. You're touching my stuff. You're knocking things down. You're messing with my curtains. You gotta stop. So, but I got the feeling that the only reason why it was bothering me is because the girl that was following me around in my dream, 1 second please, like, the way it came off was like she kind of like led me to the first party, and everything in me was just like, this is not like a real party. Like, it's not, it just doesn't, it's just, there was nothing normal about the party, and I knew it. Like, everybody was drinking, everybody was like overly erotic, all about each other, being ritualistic. It was just, it just wasn't normal. All right. But then the second party, it was a normal, it just felt like a normal college party. Like, it was just, you know, music and, you know, people just, it just, you could just feel the difference between the two parties, right? There was like a negative, malicious intent to the first party, and the second party, it was just a party, it's a party, right? So I thought that was very interesting. But if the reading comes up again, then obviously I'll get into it. But if not, then it is what it is. But for the most part, I just wanted to share that with you, right? Because I thought that was very interesting. It's always interesting. And this is not the first time and here's the thing too, in that second part of the dream, in the second party, there was like a masculine, right? And the girl that was following me, because the masculine was like waiting for me at the party, and the girl that was following me, she was waiting. She was like hanging around me, following me to see if I would meet the masculine at the party. But it was just so odd. And here's the thing. I had a dream like months ago, and the same girl was following me around inside of a school. She was following me around inside of a school. It's like she was like trying to keep tabs on me or something. Like, she was watching me, and she was like trying to keep tabs on like another masculine. Very, very odd. But I know who this person is in real life, so that's why I'm not concerned or anything like that. It's interesting because it's like you're watching me as I'm watching you, right? That's how that works. So, oh, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Somebody asked me, what do you drink your Red Bull with? I'm like, just Red Bull. So I guess apparently people don't drink Red Bull by itself. Like, it's an energy drink. What else do you need with it? Right? But I don't know. I think, to be honest with you, I think Diet Red Bull kind of tastes a little bit better. But I don't know. I mean, Red Bull is not good for you anyways. So anyways, she called me. Hold on. All right. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh, I did not realize I was going for this deck. Oh my gosh. Alright. You know what I've learned recently? That I can always tell when someone has an entity in them, right? And I mean, I that's whatever. But I just got really, really dizzy. One thing I'm learning is how to figure out what kind of negative spirits are in a person. Influence came up. So you could be influencing somebody could be under your influence, somebody could be trying to influence you in a negative way. I'm hearing like a tug and pull. So it could kind of be like, as you're positively influence somebody, the same person that you're positively influencing could be getting influenced negatively in another area in their life or by another person in their life. Like a tug and pull, right? There could also be somebody who's heavily under the influence of substances. They can smoke a lot, drink a lot. In particular, wine. Whoever this person is, they like to drink a lot of wine. Red wine. Red wine. First of all, I don't understand how people can enjoy red wine. Red wine is so dry. But whoever this person is, they drink a lot of red wine. This person tends to be under the influence a lot. One thing, whoever this person is that is under the influence a lot, that likes to drink a lot of red wine, one thing that they like to say is that one of the reasons why they like to be under the influence of either wine or substances is because it allows them to get closer or allows them to understand better or see things better. It's like that. Like, it's insane to me how people feel like they need to be not sober to like be tapped in. I never really understood that. Like, why can't you be sober and be tapped in? Like, why can't you, like, why do you need to be under the influence to like expand your mind? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just a cop-out. Like, that's just a very, very lazy way of like expanding your mind or like being tapped in, because you can absolutely 100% do that sober, right? You can. It just takes a lot of work. I mean, like, it takes a lot of work. So here's the thing. I'm getting this one show that I used to watch. It's called Heroes, right? And there's this guy. His name was Isaac, if I'm not mistaken. And he was a painter, but he can paint the future. And he was an amazing, like, truly gifted, truly talented painter, right? But his problem was that it got to the point where he felt like he couldn't paint the future unless he was under the influence of substance abuse, right? Like, that's the only way, right? And I think it was his girlfriend, like, she knew about his gift, and like eventually, like, he lost the ability to do it sober, and like she was like very disappointed in him because it's like he can do it, it's just like he's using that as a clutch, right? Anyways, turns out, blah, 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 this one guy who's like one of the main protagonists of the show, or his antagonist, Because it's interesting because his daughter was the main protagonist, but we're not gonna get into that. Anyways, so there's this guy who's like the main antagonist of the show. He's like trying to round up all these heroes, and then he ends up getting Isaac because he knows, like, he studies these people and make sure they're not like getting too crazy out in the world. So, and anyways, because of Isaac's particular gift, there's like this big event that's coming up, and Isaac needs to get it together so that way he can paint what's gonna happen, right? But then it gets to the point where, like, he doesn't even want to paint because he doesn't want to use, and it's a whole thing, right? Which is kind of admirable, but anyways. So the guy, he kind of kidnaps Isaac and, like, keeps him incarcerated in, like, this box so where he can, like, detox, because that's what he really needs. He really needed to, like, detox and get it out of his system so that way he can, like, paint sober, right? So I feel like this person could be skilled or gifted, but because they tend to be under the influence, like, all the time, it's not, there's something dirty about it. Like, this person's energy, it gives me like they could use a good shower. Like, they could just, it's just very dirty and very sweaty. Right? This is somebody who's like, they have a gift or an ability. It's just their cop-out is like, oh, I'm only doing it to get in the zone. Like, right? And I feel like, there's something about this person, like, maybe they're trying to influence you to do the same thing as them. It's like this person, they use these things as clutches, and you don't, collective. Risk in reverse. Whoever this person is, this is a very comfortable way of living for them. Let me get one more. Dominion. Dominance in reverse. This person has no control over their life. This is my thing, right? You want to be under the influence all the time, and it's like, at this point, they just be coming up for excuses as to why they're always under the influence in reverse. I mean, why they're always under the influence, right? They're trying to make it seem like they're not under the influence, or like they're trying to, like, come up with, like, a good reason as to, like, they're trying to justify it, like, why they always have to have a drink in their hand, or why they always have to have, like, smoke or do this or do that. Like, they're trying to justify it, and they're trying to make it seem like it's just to get in the zone, like, it's just to expand your mind, it's just to tap in, it's just to relax, it's just for this. And it's just like, you can do it on your own, you know that, like, you can, it's a possible thing. It's hard to get to that point, but once you get to that point, it's absolutely 100% possible to do it on your own. You don't need a clutch. But I feel like this person, they're very comfortable in their anchors, the anchors that weigh them down, the clutches. They're very comfortable in that, and this is exactly why they have no control over, like, anything in their life. It could even be like they have no control over, like, the gifts or the abilities that they have, or like they just can't. And there's something weird too about this person. Like, if this person was trying to, like, send something your way or attach something to you, they don't even have control over that thing, right? Because in the dream, like, the thing was like,
I can't blame it.
What happened, Pumpkin Pie? Where's your other shoe?
It's gone.
It's gone? We're gonna go look for it, okay? I'll help you look for it.
Go that way.
You gotta check in the closet, Pumpkin Pie. So it's like,
Mom.
One second, please.
Mom.
1 second, please.
Mom.
Yeah. So, like, if this person was trying to, like, send things to you or, like, attack you with things or whatever, like, they don't even have control over what they were sending your way or what they're trying to get to attack you. Like, So put it like this: if they were trying to send an entity or a spirit or whatever to like bother you and attack you, right? You are more powerful than the entity and that spirit. And on top of that, because of the lack of control this person has within themselves, their mind, body, spirit, their vices, right? This is a very weak person. So whatever they're sending your way, that thing is more powerful than them. Like, they can't even control what they're sending your way, right? But you can, and you didn't even conjure it up. You didn't even summon it. None. It's like, if things bothering you, you're just like, can you leave? Okay, right? Like, you don't have to do any chanting, any rituals or anything to get it out. You could just say, like, be gone, spirit of darkness, and it's gone. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, this person has no control, and it's weird because they're like trying to dabble and trying to mess with things that, like, you need to be of sound mind. You need to be solid in your bedrock if you're going to be messing with things and conjuring things up and doing this and doing that. If you're going to try and dabble in the dark arts, the dark arts, you need to make sure that, like, you know what you're controlling. So this is that. It was so funny because that's what I'm saying. Like, the dream was so silly. Like, all of that was for what? Right? What a waste of time. Like, I could have been doing other things in my dreams, and that's fucking annoying. I'll be back. I gotta help her find her shoe. Alright, the shoe has been located. Alright. I'm gonna get Kipper now. You know what? It's so interesting because the reading that I did yesterday, it was so profound and so... One thing I kept saying in the reading... Oh, is it recording? Oh my gosh, it is. Okay. One thing I kept saying in the reading was, like, it was... Whatever that was, it was very big. The connection, the dynamic, the relationship, whatever. It's very big, very important, right? So... From my understanding, there's a reason why that video, in a way, like, it just doesn't exist on my computer. It doesn't. The file is there, but there's like no data on it. It just says 0 bytes. It's so interesting. Like, the video, and I just saw 2313? That would be like 333. The video doesn't exist on my computer. That's crazy. So it's probably a good thing because I feel like the wrong person could have seen that and tried to, like, pull from that. So it's not a bad thing. I'm not mad about it. I mean, I was a little upset about it because I was like, oh man, like, that was like an amazing reading. Like, oh my gosh, right? And then for it to, like, not exist, there's a reason for that. I mean, I already said it. It's already out there, right? The reading. I already talked about it. Like, so it's a thing. It exists. It just doesn't exist on my computer. But it doesn't have to because I already said it, right? So whatever that is for you, collective, it's already in existence, right? You may not be able to, like, see it or feel it right now. It may not be tangible at the moment, but it exists. It's there, right? I've been smelling, like, for like the past, I don't know, maybe like, how long have I been back? Maybe like 20, 30 minutes now. I've been smelling like a litter box. I don't know why, but I've been smelling like a litter box like the past 30 minutes. This person could have cats or, like, animals or like pets. They drink a lot of wine. They could have cats or pets. This could be somebody that's older than you, because we got mature woman that came out. Pathway reverse. This person, like, I'm telling you, like, they don't know what they're doing. This is a woman. This is a woman that's older than you. Family room in reverse. This person could be in your family. This older woman could be in your family who went down the wrong path in life and now is trying to, like, I don't know, she'd be like drinking her days away or whatever the case it is. Like, she could have cats or animals or pets. But I was smelling like a litter box for like the past 30 minutes. Like, every now and then I would just get like a whiff of like a litter box, right? There's something about that litter box. This woman could be full of shit. This could be like a functioning alcoholic that drinks. One of the reasons why she drinks is because she doesn't have control over her life. She doesn't have control over what she's trying to control, conjure, right? Like, it could be like control over like things that she's trying to conjure, or control over her own life. Like, she feels like she cannot control anything in her life. Wow, that's a gnat. It's right there. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. But, yeah, this woman went down the wrong path in life. This woman isn't your family. She's older than you. She looks like she's got it together, but I'm telling you, she doesn't. She doesn't have it together. She doesn't know what she's doing. She feels like she's out of control. She's a functioning alcoholic. And what I mean by that is, like, this is somebody who, like, they need that clutch of alcohol or substance or whatever it is, right? They need that. Like, this is somebody who always needs a glass of wine before bed, or always waits till 5 o'clock to drink, or always be like waiting until noon so that way they can be like, well, it's noon, so it's okay, right? This is somebody who functions very well with alcohol in their system. It's like, without alcohol, like, they cannot. This could be somebody who suffers from anxiety as well. Like, the alcohol helps them calm down and relax. This is what I mean. They need that clutch, right? And because they need that clutch, they're not realizing that clutch that they're using, believe it or not, alcohol, it is a doorway for negative spirits and entities. That's why, right, when you're drinking alcohol, it may feel cool, fun, great, amazing, relaxing, right? But then, like, alcohol is a depressant. It makes you depressed. It makes you sad. And so in the time that you're using it, it may help you, like, be in the zone, relax, calm, whatever. But then after that wears off, you're back to feeling like sweaty and dirty and sad and depressed, and it's like a cycle, right? This is a functioning alcoholic, right? And you don't know, you may not even realize that this person has like a minor issue. It looks like a minor issue, right? But it is, because they cannot. It's an issue when you feels like you cannot. When it gets to the point where this person feels like they need it, like every night before bed or whatever, that's the issue, right? But I'm calling them functioning because when they're drinking, they are very, very, like, they're like hyper focused. Like, you've got their attention. They're very relaxed, very calm. They're very alert, right? But at the same time, that's very temporary. That's also like that's why there's like this one alcohol that's called a spirit, right? Like absinthe. Absinthe is a spirit. Right? They call it the green fairy, or like the green spirit. I mean, I'm not at a place to talk because I'm literally drinking a Red Bull, but I'm not perfect. And I'm not claiming to be something that I'm not. This is somebody who's claiming to be that they're fine and everything's fine and blah, 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 but behind the scenes, they need these clutches. This is somebody who is older than you, that is in your family, that went down the wrong path in their life. And for some reason, they feel like, I don't know what it is, but they have an issue with you. They have a problem with you. They have an issue with you. I don't know what that is. And to be honest with you, it's really not our problem to figure it out, because it doesn't have anything to do with us. Just because you have a problem with me doesn't mean that's my problem too. That has nothing to do with me. That's your problem. You have the problem with me. I'm just living my life, right? It's kosher over here. Blessed. Alright, so let's move on. Oh, you have help around you. You have protection around you because I just heard sirens outside. Right? This person could be trying to send things your way, things that they don't even have control over. This could be the reason why that one video, like, it doesn't exist on my computer. Like, if I can show you, like, the file... Here, let me see if I can pull it up. So, let me see something. Blah, 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 blah. It says 0 bytes. I don't get it. Anyways, another reason why, I'm guessing that the reason why the video wouldn't upload and the reason why the video doesn't, like, physically exist is because if this person is, like, trying to send things your way, trying to bother you because... and they're like watching you and drinking, and this person is in your family and they went down the wrong path in their life, or like they feel like they're going down the wrong path in life and they want to take it out on somebody, you being that somebody, that could be the reason why. Because if they watch that video, I'm telling you, that video was like, I'm hearing pronounced. There was something about holy matrimony in the video, a divine match, a hierophant and a high priestess, right? Like, that person, that video, if they seen that video, it would have, like, made them sick. Like, sick to their stomach with, like, negativity. Anyways, so, yeah, this is a mature woman. 6 of Swords on the fence. I feel like she was trying to, like, use you to move on in her life, but she can't. She's kind of, like, stuck where she's at. Ace of Cups, I told you. Ace of Cups upright. This pathway card keeps trying to flip. I feel like this older woman in your life is like chasing love or wants love or like looking for love. I'm hearing in all the wrong places. Four of Cups reverse. She feels like she lost out on an opportunity of love, but my thing is, what does that have to do with you? You see, this is what I was trying to figure out. Remember when I said she has an issue with you and I don't understand why? This is it. She feels like she lost out on an opportunity in life, that she's stuck where she's at. Because she feels like she lost out on an opportunity in life. This opportunity is love, or was love. But my thing is, like, I don't understand why she feels like that's your fault or your problem. She feels like you're the one that made her lose out on this opportunity. And that's why she, like, drinks every night. Like, that's why she copes with substance. That's why she feels like... I don't know what her problem is, but she feels like she has no control. Like, there's also something about herself that she doesn't like, where she feels like if she could just do this, right? She could just do this, but it's like she's scared to leave her comfort, and she also blames that on you. I don't know. This woman is putting all her problems and her issues like you're the culprit. Hello, the call is coming from the inside of the house. What a weirdo. 7 of Swords upright. so funny because this is coming out as like, if this is a married woman, she feels like you're the reason why her marriage has problems. So she thinks that her husband is cheating on her with you. Or for some of you, this would be like the husband feels like his marriage has issues because of you, whatever. But this is coming out as a woman. There's an older woman in your family who feels like the reason why her marriage has issues is because she feels like you're getting in the way of her marriage. With the Seven of Swords upright, this woman could be a Sagittarius or a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Temperance behind Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're doing like yard work out there, so you gotta just bear with me. Like all the leaves are falling, so they like blow the leaf in the neighborhood and things like that. I don't this is somebody who has like they let their imagination control them. So it's like if they're punishing you for what they're imagining in their own mind, or like they want to punish you for what they're imagining in their own mind. But it could be, the thing is, because you're so under the influence like all the time, it's those entities and demons that are probably whispering in their ear and like amping everything up by 1,000, right? This woman feels like you're the culprit of like the reason why her family is stuck, or her marriage is stuck, or why she went down the wrong path in life, and why she missed out on an opportunity of love, and or this is the way she feels, and she just looks at you and she's like, you'll be my punching bag. You'll be the person I release all my emotions and feelings out onto. Seven of Swords. This woman wants to like, I don't know if it's you specifically, collective, or she's just looking for somebody to like point the finger at for whatever her life is, however her life is going. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's you specifically that she wants to point the finger at you. Like she wants you to be, you may not even know what's going on in this person's life, but for some reason, like, she just wants to point the finger at you. Ace of Pentacles on the fence. Her finances are stuck. My God. This woman is looking for any and every opportunity to blame you. The reason why she can't move forward in life, the reason why she missed out on an opportunity of love, the reason why she can't gain any finances. This is kind of giving me like those stories where like you hear it like on TV, like in movies and shows all the time, where like the mom would start resenting the daughter because they feel like it's actually, you know what? I had a coworker like this. I had a coworker one time years ago, where she felt like she had like the perfect life, right? She had the perfect partner, the perfect job, the perfect career, whatever, the perfect child, right? Like everything in her life was perfect, right? Because she was telling me this. And then she was telling me how she ended up getting pregnant again, and she wasn't expecting it. And because she got pregnant again, she felt like that kind of like ruined everything in her life, how well it was going. She felt like it ruined everything in her life, her second child, right? Which ended up being a girl. And she just felt like she had like a lot of resentment towards her daughter because everything in her life was going so well, and then boom, like this change, and it just like in her mind everything got messed up. It's kind of given like that. Like this could be a mom who resents their child, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, you would know. But this could be like a mom who resents their child because it's like, if their child wasn't born, they would still be able to have all the opportunities, all the matches, all like the career, the ability to travel, all the finances, and blah 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 blah, blah, right? So this person could have been like, they felt like they were undesirable because they had children, or because they had a child, or you know, they lost out on an opportunity of like a love match, or finances, or the ability to move on and travel with their life with the Six of Swords. And you know, they like a lot of missed opportunities with the Four of Cups in reverse, and you know, they just got stuck in life and went down the wrong path in life with the pathway reverse, and this person blames it on you. Now this may not even be like your mother or your father, but this just could be somebody that's older than you. It could be like an older sibling, an older cousin, an older family member, an older friend, or like, it could, you know, for some of you, I'm getting that this person could be the same age as you, but the years, they look their age, whereas you don't look your age. But this person could be the same age as you. But for some reason, this is giving me like there is a woman who feels like it's because of you that they're stuck in life, their finances are stuck, they're missing out on opportunity of love, they went down the wrong path in life, and for like almost all of you, this person is in your family. I don't know why, but they feel like you're the culprit, you're the reason why. It's kind of giving like, if you didn't exist, right? If you didn't exist, which is so interesting to me, because now I'm thinking about the reading that I did yesterday. Like, the reading on it doesn't exist on my computer, right? But it's also interesting because that same, it was a love story. That same love story does not exist for this person, right? Now let's say you were born, then you became into existence. That specific love story was meant for you, collective, not for this person. So this person feels like if they knew, or they had an inkling that you were meant for something great, or a great love story, or a fairy tale wedding, or whatever the case it is, they kind of like resent you, because it's like, well, if you weren't born, that would have been for me. But here's the thing, here's the kicker. Even this person could have existed before you, that still wasn't for them. Their life was 4242, their life was already mapped out and written. And it still wasn't in their books. It wasn't in their records. It wasn't on their cards. But it was for you. So it's kind of like giving me like you're the culprit. They want to make it seem like you're the culprit. If you didn't exist, that would be for me. No. If you didn't exist, collective, then the story doesn't exist, because the story is specifically for you. That's how that works. So I can see why this person like is kind of like, if you didn't exist, you're the culprit. You're the culprit. But they're not understanding, like, it doesn't matter if you exist or not. That's still not for them, right? It doesn't matter how much you want it, how much you wish for it. It's not for you. It was never going to be for you. It's always going to be for the collective. Always. That's how it was. That's how it was written. That's how it is written. I'm here written in the sand. So that's how God commanded it to be. So that's how it shall be. That's insane. That's probably why that reading doesn't exist on my computer. Like, it exists, right? It's a thing, but in a way where this person can't tangibly touch it, take it, ruin it, dismantle it, abuse it. All right. Lovers. This person feels like they lost out on a great love story with finances and abundance and forward movement and a family and like amazing whatever because of you, but it was never meant to be for them, right? You know what I'm getting to? Have you ever seen those videos with like Black China and her mom? Like, her mom is horrible. Like, her mom be like yelling at Black China and like accusing Black China, like, you're the reason why my life is the way it is, and you're the reason why, and this and that. And like, her mom has even like admitted to like selling her daughter. Like, her mom's even admitted to selling Black China when Black China was like younger and things like that. Like, it's crazy. And like, it's kind of giving me like that, because it's like, you're a whole adult. Why are you still like blaming your child? Like, go live your life. Like, your child is an adult, so what's the excuse, right? Maybe if you were blaming your child because they were a child, like, your child is not a child. Black China is an adult. Also, Black China she talks about how like she found Jesus and she's saved now. Good for her, right? But like, I also like saw some videos where like trying to like bought a car for her mom or like a house or whatever, and like her mom like blames her. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's giving me like that. Like, so if this is like your mom or like your dad even, like, this makes no sense, right? Like, because I've also heard love stories about like people like in their 60s getting married, finding true love and getting married. So I don't understand like what the problem is. Like, I don't understand what the issue is, right? This could also be because you're so in control of yourself. You're so balanced out. That could be why I saw the Temperance behind the Seven of Swords. So this person could feel betrayed because you're balanced out and you're able to balance yourself out and you're able to be in the Temperance and the Lover's position. So this is why this is coming in for you. You had to be in the Temperance and the Lover's position in order to get this amazing love story, and it's happening. It's for you. You are where you need to be. That's another reason why this woman that's older than you, that's in your family, is drinking a lot, because they could have done everything that they can to make sure that you wouldn't get this love story, and you're still getting this love story. The same love story that they feel like if you didn't exist, it would be going to them, but that's not the case. You are where you are supposed to be. You're balanced out. You're at peace. That's why you're getting this. And I feel like everything that this woman tried to do to you, get you stuck, get you going down the wrong path in life, get your finances stuck, right? Chasing love in all the wrong places. It's, I don't know, that's her. Queen of Cups reverse, Page of Cups reverse. Yeah, whoever this woman is, I told you, she could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Sagittarius. But this woman, emotionally, she's very emotionally immature. Like, she has the emotional understanding and the emotional intelligence of like a middle schooler. Like, she doesn't understand why. Like, she's like, what's not clicking? I don't understand. What's not clicking? And everyone's just like, yes, please tell us what is not clicking. Like, what don't you get? This was never meant to be for you. Whether or not the collective exists, it was never going to you. It was never meant to be for you. If the collective doesn't exist, you don't get it. If the collective exists and they do something, whatever, you still don't get it. It's just not for you. It's not for this Queen of Cups in reverse. This mature woman is a Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, for some of you, there could be two women that was like, well, that's not fair. Why do they get that? Why do they get that? Right? So it could be a mature woman and a younger woman, right? That they kind of like teamed up to make sure that you wouldn't get something, because it's like, well, it's not fair. It doesn't go to either of you. But for a lot of you, it's just one person. This mature woman is the Queen of Cups in reverse. Very emotionally, like, just dumb. Like, they don't understand like the emotional depths to the situation that they've gotten themselves involved with, and that's probably why they're a secret alcoholic, and they don't even know why they're a secret alcoholic. They don't even know why they need these things as clutches. Like, they don't. Somebody could also be a secret pill addict as well. Somebody's a secret pill addict. They need, like, they enjoy. If they don't enjoy drinking, somebody likes alcohol. Somebody likes pills. Somebody's a pillhead. I think it's the mature woman, upright. She's the pillhead. The Queen of Cups in reverse, she likes like wine or like alcohol. But somebody definitely likes red wine. All right, a lot of red wine. Now, for some of you, if these are two women, they're both emotionally immature. Like, they just don't understand like why everything that they're doing, why they have no control. Like, first of all, you can't be like under the influence and high and then conjure things up and then go over there and do that. That demon's gonna look at you like, what do you want me to do? What? I'm supposed to what? I don't. What do you want? Right? Can you imagine like them conjuring up a demon? The demon's like, hello, what do you want me to do? All right. So, yeah. So basically, this woman, they're not even emotionally intelligent enough to like handle themselves. So you can imagine why nothing that they're doing is working, right? They're emotionally unstable. They can't like do the simplest things of like putting their shoes on, right? So they're trying to mess with like a divine masculine, a divine feminine, divine masculine's love story. You're balanced out, you're at peace, you're good, you're solid. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is a reading. Hope it helps. Bye.